All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. What exciting show we have on this Friday night. Danielle Warren is here and Shawntay Nicole to promote the Laugh Out Loud Ladies of the L.O.L show, which is tomorrow night at the Legacy. It's going to be an amazing show. What a great lineup it is. We'll pull up here for you guys to see. Just look at all the funny ladies in St. Louis in one spot.
The show is on fire.
Yeah.
Love
I
that.
can't wait.
And I seen you perform at Tuesdays Up in Smoke. Hilarious. First time I seen you perform, I was laughing my ass off. And you were performing too, but tell the audience what you're going to do at the show Saturday. It's a little bit different than stand-up.
Yes. So what I do with my stand-up, I basically take all of my comedy sketch material and build it to perform a stand-up show. Like one of my stand-up, my comedy sketches I have is like this Hofax report. I feel like there's an imaginary Hofax report that's going around to where hoes are becoming housewives. I actually have it with me. I printed out a Hofax report. It literally talks about your mileage and whether you were dealing with a large member, medium member, and things of that such. And I'm going to be bringing it out to but just call 1-800-HO-NO-MO and you can find out what your host going.
So a Hofax, like what's some things that go on the Hofax report here? I'm kind of interested.
Well, your mileage is number one. We have to know what your mileage is, and then once we find out your mileage, then we divide it by, whether you have the number of large members you had, medium members, small members. Large members are 10 years on your report. Medium members of 5, and
members you're talking penis size, right? Okay,
those brothers.
Right? Yeah. After a certain time frame,
like an inquiry.
It could be more than one, dog.
Right. I got you.
So if you had a large member, that's going to last like 10 years.
Yeah,
on
that's
your
10
report.
years.
What if you had 2 of them?
Oh, I have something for that. Yes, I have something for that.
Some group rates.
If you had more than one member at a time, that's what we call a double collision.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sound like the rate's about to go up.
Wow.
So if you had a double collision, then you have to get body work done, of course. You got to get a BBL, lip job, something.
But the vajayjay is intact, though.
You got to do something, because when you go through that type of damage, you got to at least look appealing to.
Like this conversation to me is completely offensive because I'm 40.
Yeah.
At 40, people are not even concerned about my body count.
But it falls after years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
y'all look so
I'm
beautiful,
just
though.
a body at this point. Like, just give me a fucking warm body at this point.
But
like,
y'all
like that's all we're concerned about. Like, 40-year-old women are not having regular sex to be concerned about a whole sex report.
It all depends.
If I'm a hoe at 40,
I've been there.
People are applauding me for
been there
still being
before.
able to use my vagina at this point. So yeah, like, I guess sign me up. Shit, where we going?
look, just give us a call and we can set you straight or set you out, whichever one you prefer.
Listen.
1-800-HO-NO-MO.
Man, I think
it'd be a great internet story.
I think you should make this almost like a commercial. It's like a serious commercial.
Commercial is coming soon. Definitely coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, sign me up.
Yes.
Same.
Let me be the spokesperson.
Yes.
we need all the good quotes possible.
Listen.
If your insurance is that bad, go to that.
I can definitely assure you that it is that bad in 2021. But this whole fact don't need to just be for us. It don't.
It's for gay boys too. This one, I'm going to make up a guy version to the whole facts report.
It needs to be a straight male hoe report because some of y'all are career whores. We learned how to whore from you whores.
Okay.
So
now, what would be a correct term for a guy that's a whore?
A whore.
A whore.
Just a whore.
Yeah, you're a whore.
Whore, slut.
Or a man whore.
Yeah, either one. In the community dick.
Right.
All of that. Like, yeah.
Call him a boar.
Exactly.
Yeah, like all of that. Yeah, he's a slut too.
A ramming rhino.
I like calling men sluts because they don't even see that coming. Like you touched their little ego a little bit. Like,
you call me that word? Like, what the fuck?
I was just friendly.
How long in a relationship were you like asked your partner like what their track record is? Like when you're dating a girl, like how many weeks do you into the dating?
Tasteless. Never.
Never? I never asked ever.
So The only time that this conversation should come up is if you are dating a known streetwalker. If you know that she frequents All-Star weekends, things like that, like you know the woman.
Get them.
Don't go asking a woman that's got 3 kids and she work at the daycare, CNA on.
Well,
that lady getting her motherfucking bills paid. Leave that lady alone.
She got money.
But no, she trying to do some things right here. But the bitch that's fucking niggas for the BBL.
Yes,
that's the one you want to ask.
Yeah.
How many men did it take you to get that ass lifted up there?
Okay.
Like, this is what I know.
Yeah.
How many contributors and sponsors?
Let me get my calculator.
Do you have?
I got a fraction.
Those are the ones that you need the whole facts report. Right. Not me and Danielle. We're good, respectable.
Oh, well, I found out that I'm
citizens.
disqualified from being a hoe anyways. So, you know.
How did you get disqualified?
Well, because one, I have a health condition that's called, I made up called type 4 diabetic because I fall in love with sugar daddies.
Oh.
You know,
and
so.
they just don't work, so you ain't really even got to be fucking them.
Okay, so like, what exactly would be the age limit for a sugar dad for you? Like, what would be the age limit?
I can't go over 70.
70?
Yeah, but I will go up to 70.
Okay, so what if it was Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner is dead, isn't he?
No, if he was alive.
Well,
Though.
wouldn't it be better to get with the older guys because they can't get it up, and so you're just
Right.
you don't
Well,
have to have sex with
sometimes
them.
I've had a relationship
having
with an older
fun.
guy.
And eating ice cream.
They're
and stuff.
actually more trouble because they're
Senior
so
discounts.
insecure and they track your every move. It's so annoying.
Honey,
You know?
where are you growing?
Yeah, it's
Because
so
they
annoying.
know. They know that they are not up to par. And see, this is the game changer right here. This is what fucked it up for a lot of sugar babies. Viagra. Viagra fucked up the sugar baby game.
I don't use those. I'm natural.
Now we got all these 70-plus-year-old men, 60-plus out here wanting ass.
Yeah.
When normally it was just time. And then they might lick on you a little bit and you go on about your business. But now...
And they paying for this shit. Like, you know, I work at Walgreens. They pay hundreds of dollars.
It's like $25, $50 a pill. I
Yeah.
think.
They pay
that's too
hundreds of dollars for that
No,
medication.
that's-
Like, fuck that. Just go natural. I mean, I got like a Mark McGuire bat. That's the case. It's like home run. Pow.
Yeah, no, they not working with that. They and it take a minute, so the timing gotta be
Yeah, they definitely are
absolutely
timing.
right. Like you like, hold on, man, I got 6 minutes and 74
That's what they
seconds
always
left.
tell me
Like,
too when
hold
they
on,
picking up their prescription. We're like, oh, I can't get it now. I had something set up. Like, I need it now. Like right
And
now.
then that's when you know they waiting for it to kick in because they spent extra time down there looking around and shit. They like,
Just get that
it's
silicone
almost there.
surgery.
Oh my God, this guy in the
Almost.
drive-thru was talking about how he had a pump installed the other day hitting on me. He was just like, yeah, when I lay down, that motherfucker stand right up. I was just like, no, I don't want to hear this. I was like, I'm a whole professional, sir. Like, I don't want to hear this in my drive-thru.
So you were working in the
Amazon
customer.
balloon kit.
So it was a customer.
Well, yeah, because I work at Walgreens, so I sell the Viagras, you know, so yeah.
God, I work at a UPS.
Now, is it all ages? As you're selling this Viagra, is it all different ages?
It
or
actually is all ages.
The young
it
dudes
really
be
is.
doing it too, like, and that's
Yeah.
scary.
They
as hell.
always try and get
they
the
get
early
the super
start.
rock hard one.
Yeah, like, listen, I don't need no 45-minute type. Give me I'm 40. I got sciatic nerve pain. I don't have Megan knees. I got Mildred knees. I need a good 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. After that, you aggravating me and you on my goddamn nerves. I'm thinking about laundry. I'm thinking about permission slips that need to be. I'm thinking about other shit. Like, we got other shit to be doing. I don't.
Only
need
30
all
minutes, a little long. I don't know.
I mean,
He said that's too long. Girl.
Like, if you're having fun with it, you know, you want to take your time. You want to take your time with the body.
Shit,
That's the
foreplay
case.
should
I mean,
last
if
at
you're
least
trying to-
15.
Listen.
At least trying to just hit it quick and then, okay, there you go.
That's like the first time, like the very first time you getting it on with somebody because you try to show out. You want to, bring out all the moves. So like, yeah, I got that comeback. They're gonna be back over here. So yeah, you show out. You might get a good 45 minutes out of me then, but I'm probably gonna hit my motherfucking inhaler in between. Then like, I can't go no 45 minutes strong no more. This is not happening.
Right, honey, you
like
gotta
6
breathe.
months down the line. How
I'm
long?
realistic.
How long in 6 months? Like
in 6 months, 15 minutes. We don't need no more than that. Like a
commercial break.
Like, okay, if you ever been married, you will know. Like, Men, y'all get married because y'all think that that's going to increase the pussy.
It's not.
No, it immediately decreases.
And I can vouch that.
Yeah, you know why?
Why is
Because of real fucking life. When you are married, you're cohabitating with your person.
You tired?
Y'all
At
both
times.
working a motherfucking job. Don't
Splitting
let no
shifts.
kids be involved.
Okay.
You got to pick the kids up from school, feed the kids, make sure they did their homework, baths and shit. By the time, like, y'all be talking shit to each other all day. Yeah, you get home, turn that ass up. You get home, get done with all that shit. Both of y'all be lucky to
Okay,
do this.
last kid out the tub, you out.
See,
Yeah.
I feel like that whole evolution kind of just kicked in. It's like when you're a kid or you're a teenager and you with your girlfriend, like, oh, y'all getting lovey-dovey, and then y'all adults, and you basically have that adulthood kicking in, and it's like, honey, I'll get to you later. All right? I'm trying to sleep. Fuck.
Listen. I'm
I've been
going to talk
there.
about this tomorrow during my set because I really feel like we have been set up. We have been given the fucking okie doke with this whole relationship and marriage quest that everybody on the face of this earth is on at this particular. And some people have even found their mate and they're still on this fucking quest. So, like,
Oregon Trail.
It's some things that need to be discussed. Like, for the fact
The
that
Oregon Trail, I love it.
when we are children, us girls, one of the very first toys that we are given is a fucking doll.
I love toys.
Something to take care of other than ourselves. Something that we have to nurture and feed other than ourselves. What the fuck y'all get?
Transformers
A
and
gun,
Power Rangers.
A truck, a soldier.
Got a little soldier
this
gun, yeah.
Nothing that is going to foster any sort of emotional development in you guys. But at some particular
Power
point,
Rangers.
we're expected to sync up and make this shit work.
Yeah.
It don't happen like that. It's unrealistic. So y'all got this expectation of, since we've been trained to do all of this shit, we're supposed to do
it.
all of this shit. But that shit don't fly no more.
I mean, I had a baseball.
Like, have you kissed your baseball? Did you tuck your baseball in to the bed at night? Like,
Of course.
put a
Of
diaper
course.
on that
Well,
motherfucker.
Keenan might have done that though. That's
Like,
Keenan.
Listen, I had Power Rangers, I had Transformers, goddamn me. I had
Let me find
stuffies.
out you putting lipstick on Power Rangers and shit. We're not gonna do that. That's too far. No, you.
There's nothing wrong with painting.
All right, we're gonna move
Like painting and
on.
detailing.
Keenan is crazy. I
But
love it.
I'll admit, I'm 29 right now, and I still buy toys.
I don't
That's
think-
gonna keep you severely single, sir.
No.
No woman with
I do video, I collect.
no woman with good pussy wants to fuck a man
you
with
know what?
toys.
I
Collect things.
Unless she's using
I
them
heard
on
Keenan
him.
got game though. I heard he be pulling this little Comic-Con shit and he
Listen,
be
fuck
pulling
me with a Power Ranger if you want to. We don't have a whole fucking problem. man. No, we're not
You ain't gonna
doing
be the Pink
that.
Ranger
No,
for-
listen. My soon-to-be ex-husband is an avid gamer. I promise you. I wanted to divorce him and that motherfucking game years ago.
Now, I will say I will definitely give my time for women. I will definitely give my time for women.
That's what y'all think.
I swear. Then again,
What y'all giving time
I work
for?
I do 2 jobs, and when I get home, it's like, okay, I either eat something and go to sleep, and then get ready for work the next day, or I do filming or do podcasting. Now, to a degree, I collect these things because I make videos on my own. And I've been doing it for 7 years.
Okay. So
Now-
it's a hobby.
Yeah. Now, and there's a whole lot of people like, there could be guys that collect, toys and games. There could be girls that could do the same thing. Everyone has a certain collection. Now, when it comes to partnership, you definitely want to give your time for your partner if you have it, if y'all have the time. But since y'all both work to a degree, not saying to take a break, but to kind of chill, and we'll still be together
Yeah.
That sounded good.
to a degree.
See,
That sounded good.
I'm going to tell you why all of that is a total load of bullshit.
Yeah, it sounded
I'm going to
good.
tell you right now why.
I think you got one person sold already.
So,
No. I'm just saying it sound good. I ain't sold.
and she know better.
Right.
She know better because we're on the receiving end of your 2 jobs and your toys that you playing with.
Right.
Every damn day.
Because I got 2 jobs and a toy too, and I ain't got
Listen. People make time for what they want to. But y'all idea of quality time is humping on us.
I can talk to you.
while you humping on us, or before or after you hump on us. Because at some point,
if you want to talk, we'll talk. I promise you that.
Is it before or after the humping?
None.
So we don't got to hump. We could just talk.
Yes.
And that's quality time.
Yes.
But then when you get with your dudes, you're going to be like, man, we used to fuck way more before we lived together. Now all she want to do is fucking talk. Talk. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
See, I can be open with myself. If I had to really think, oh yeah, I get to fuck her, or I could be like, okay, I'm gonna hang it out with her. If something happens, something happens. If it doesn't, oh well, I'll see you later. That's me. Like for real.
Yeah.
I miss dates. I miss dates.
And I was just about to say, this is the whole initiative.
And that's why I date older, because I miss that chivalry. I was telling them that last time. Like, I miss that chivalry. And most of the time, you can't get that from a younger guy unless he's from down south.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I definitely miss that chivalry. I miss dates. Like, I want you to think of me enough to plan something out.
Can we get a phone call in this motherfucker? Can you stop texting me? Good morning. Every goddamn day, it's nothing other than good morning and good night,
or how you doing,
or what you doing. Like, absolutely, dating is so uninteresting now. Like, I promise you, I don't even know how I'm about to fill this shit out. Being divorced.
Yeah, I know.
I've been in a relationship for the last 7 years.
You're standing strong. You're standing strong.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like, I am petrified.
You gonna do the dating sites? What's your plan? What's your game plan here?
Before I got married, I've been doing the online dating sites since probably like 2007, 2008, something like that.
I just got in high school.
It's a good filter. When you meet somebody on the streets, initially you're attracted to them because of the physical. Like, damn, you look good. If he comes talk to me, I'm gonna give him my number. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But after you talk to them on the phone, you discover you don't have shit in common with this person. You may even go on a date with this person, and it may be insufferable the whole fucking date because you really don't know too much about them. Whereas on a dating site, you get the picture. Okay, you cute. Then there's usually a little blurb under there. Immediately, if you don't have shit in your blurb, swipe left. Bye, motherfucker. Like, you can't even write 3 sentences in here so a person can get a feel of your personality. Yeah. You don't have one left. I sum up people by the background and their dating pictures and everything. You at your great auntie house. You ain't got no motherfucking house.
I love mine.
I can't. That old ass furniture, lace doilies all over the goddamn
Is that
place.
a basement I see in the top of that one?
All of that. You off with your shirt off.
You're with like a magnifying glass going through those pictures.
All of that shit. Yes. All of that. Like
this guy that sent me a picture, he called himself trying to be my sugar daddy. Sent me a picture of him, and I started going through his shit. Girl, I looked at his damn profile pictures. He had a picture. He was trying to show a picture of like this mug that he got, the St. Louis mug. He was like proud of his St. Louis mug. But up under that fucking picture, it was on a nightstand. It was so much shit piled on the fucking nightstand. I was just like, oh my God, this dude is fucking. Need somebody to come clean I was like, this dude raggedy as hell. And then one of the things that I zoomed in on the nightstand was a fucking bounce that ass DVD. I say, oh no,
who the fuck still buying porn? Your old ass.
I was just like, oh no.
Exactly. Like, that's too old for me.
Exactly, that's too old.
If you still got VHS porn that you watching, you too old for me. Like, I need a man who know what porn hood.
I just got VHS.
Exactly.
XNXX. Like, come on.
I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I fucking went through his pictures because you just told me how fucking old you are and how much I don't know.
You can tell how old they are from the selfies.
I still got VHS player.
Wow. So, what qualifies a good sugar daddy for you? I was going to ask this question earlier.
My mother does too.
Like how?
Someone that still knows how to dress young without looking like they trying to be young. Okay. You know. And someone who still has an athletic body. You gotta still have an athletic body, you know, for me to mess with you if you're older. But yeah, as long as you know how to have a good time and don't like to stay in the house all the time, you can even be a homebody, but have a good selection of shows that you like to watch. much at home if you are a homebody.
Good quality things every now and then. Like, you ain't got to be out every weekend, but like, for me, the ideal sugar daddy is somebody who does things that I wouldn't necessarily do on a regular basis. Like, he goes to fundraisers. I bit my tongue. He goes to fundraisers and things like that, and he needs a pretty woman on his arm, for the event. Like, as a single woman, I can do stuff like that, and I occasionally will. But you don't want to do stuff like that by yourself. And then you can't take Lil Ray, your sneaky link, to no shit like that. You need a sugar daddy.
Yeah, you definitely have to be dinner party worthy for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But money wise, job, a car, house.
Of course,
like staying busy at least.
That's the whole thing. Like, at a particular point, it's not even about male or female. It's about adult. It's 2021. Like, if you are still looking for anybody to do any goddamn thing for you, like, you need to just check out. Like, because don't nobody owe you shit. Don't nobody got to pay your bills. Don't nobody got to finance your lifestyle or your body makeover or none of that. Men, don't nobody got to come and clean y'all motherfucking houses, cook y'all food, or none of that shit. Y'all should be able to do that shit for yourselves just like we can. How the fuck was you eating before I showed up?
My mother.
Exactly. That right there. So that says you don't need a woman, you need a mother. That's what that says.
See, with me, it's like I
stopped talking to a dude because he said he dropped his fucking laundry off every week at his mama's house.
Oh wow.
Oh, so that means
I went to a laundromat.
We start getting serious. Now I got the. Not doing it.
What, just drop on and she does it? Or
his mom does it.
Wow.
I go to a laundromat and take care of it.
His mom does his laundry.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be an entrepreneur and he has all these. You need a maid. I'm not her. Yeah.
I can see if you paying her.
Unrealistic expectations.
And you'd rather give the money to your mother than the laundromat,
I said, well, why is your mom doing your laundry? Well, when I broke up with my last girlfriend.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to do my laundry in my 20s, but I think it's because she just wanted me to come over and see me because I was so busy. So she would.
She might have. My grandmother, she washed my clothes in my early 20s. I didn't want her to, but sometimes I would be busy and I have to leave and she'll finish it. I'll be like, I'm going to come back and finish. Old people, they don't like shit sitting nowhere out of place. They want everything where it goes. So she'll been done washed it and, put it in my little basket. But now, like, most women at our age have children. Why the fuck do I want to take on another one?
Child, yeah, I don't want to take on another child.
I'm washing clothes and providing and cleaning behind, I got married for help. Like,
okay.
and that is not what the fuck I got. Stupid me. All of my responsibilities increased. I actually even got another kid that didn't come out my vagina. So yeah,
right. Yeah,
like that's
kid.
Baby mamas, beware. Like these men, they ain't looking for love. They looking for help out here. They want somebody to cook and clean and raise their badass kids and don't talk back to they ugly ass aunties and mamas. And look.
And there ain't nothing wrong with it if you taking care of home. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of home all the way.
All the way. Shit, I'm telling you, Danielle, that shit is dead. There is no fucking way that you gonna convince me that because you come in the door with a paycheck and a penis, that's all you supposed to do and sit your ass down for the rest of the day while I'm trying to figure out all this other. I'm not doing it.
See, it's one of the things where there's some women, they say they want to be like the housewife. I mean, okay. I mean, like, again, I do 2 jobs and I come home and I'm really tired. Okay, I just lay down.
Why you do 2 jobs?
So I can take care of my shit.
Because now, in this day and age, the average American household cannot survive on one income. It requires 2.
Cost of living is
because I work in the morning and then I work in the day.
So women ain't staying home, and even the women that I know that are staying at home with their kids, they're actually doing online work, multi-level marketing. They're making their own products and selling them. They're doing stuff anyway within the home. They're making their own money. I don't know one woman, and I know plenty of wives. I know plenty of girlfriends. I don't know one that does not have some type of hustle. Oh, but rest assured, I could walk out this door and walk down the road, and I could hit several men that don't got shit going. They actually standing out here with a fucking sign begging from women like us. No, not going. I'm not going.
I totally agree.
And I can say, life is hard. I get that part, but at the same time, you still got to put a lot of fight in yourself to make something happen. Like I said, with me with 2 jobs,
right.
I'm taking care of my car, taking care of the house, the phone, everything else in between. And there will be times I will fuck up, but then I'll do what I can to kind of get back on there. I may not cook a lot, but I do what I can to feed myself, and sooner or later, I'll develop more. Yeah. So I can just say,
you got
for young age, for some young ages, we still have time. We still got time. A cougar will snatch
you up and she'll put it on you and show you what you're supposed to do. So when you get to the when you meet your wife, you
twice.
See, you coming along quite.
It was a great night.
Keep learning.
It was a great night. She still
that wasn't long enough if it was just a night. That wasn't long enough if it was just a night.
By the end of the day, we're going to get through this, and believe me, I'm not going to say everyone's going to change, but those with the common sense and with the right heart and right mind, pal, you're going to live great. You're going to live till you're like, 90, if that's the case.
That's
the fact of the matter is the industry, as soon as we've turned into an industrialized society, everything changed. We can't just use our barter and trade skills anymore. We have to literally go into a plant, or
labor,
and so that fucked up the whole relationship model, period.
It definitely did.
When we had to go into an industrialized society.
It forced women into a more masculine position.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I feel like it made men feel like they were obsolete. This whole conversation of, women are so headstrong and they don't know how to submit to men anymore, and they don't know their places, and, all of that. Well, shit is obsolete.
Yeah, because we're not choosing a man based off of their income anymore. Yeah, because we provide for ourselves.
You couldn't get a fucking bank account without a man. You couldn't sign a mortgage. Nobody would rent an apartment to you. Even now, it's 2021. I've been on my own since probably 19, my own place. I've had kids since I was about 24, 25. I've been doing everything as a single mother myself. I went to the car lot a couple of months ago, and the guy stood there watching me for a minute, and finally he decides to come over. He was like, are you waiting on somebody? I'm like, I was waiting on your ass. Right. Fuck you, man. You've been watching me. I'm waiting on you. He was like, oh, I thought you were waiting on your husband or something. I'm like, for what?
Yep.
He so you know what you're looking at? Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm gonna buy a car by myself. And look, I'm so thorough with it, right? Mm-hmm. I pull up to the car lot driving a U-Haul truck.
Okay. Okay.
The big U-Haul truck. And everybody's looking like, this chick, yes, I can drive the U-Haul truck by myself. I don't need a man to drive the U-Haul truck for me. I don't need a man to look under the hood because, believe it or not, a lot of men don't even know what the fuck they looking for under the hood when they are going, to look at a car.
But because still talking about cars, though, right? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, and there too. They can't even find the hood when it comes to that. So we're not even gonna, go there. Gotcha. But yeah,
if you know how to pull up a hood from a rig, you're fine.
See, that's the thing. Right
so
there.
Don't
pull my shit like it's a rig. Right. Don't do that.
Being a female comic, has it been tough being a female comic in this kind of male, kind of driven kind of comedy scene? Just kind of
I want to know your experience, because I was telling them last time about how, I walked into, Tommy's house, and, we were doing the improv and, doing the comedy sketches things. And all the guys fucking drilled me. And I'm like, no wonder it ain't no pretty bitches in comedy, because y'all run all the bitches away. What the hell?
Yikes.
Mind you, Tommy was totally polite and sweet, but everybody else in that damn house, I'm like, if y'all don't back up, really? Yeah. Yes, I am a comedian. No, I am not a groupie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been doing comedy for a while. I've been doing it since 2012. When I started, I got my start at L.O.L. It was a club.
Oh, I remember
down
Lola.
on 14th
Yeah.
in Washington. Shout out to Javon Bibbs and Princeton Dew. That was their room. I actually went to high school with comedian Will C.
Okay, cool.
So I hit him up and I was like, I'm thinking about doing comedy. What should I do or whatever? And so he told me, yeah, start going to open mics. Matter of fact, come out here, to Lola and, get on stage and this and the other. So when I arrived, my very first set, I had on a black and white dress and I was sweating fucking bullets. I'm happy that I wore black because you would have seen
Sweat everywhere.
Sweat and everything. I was just so fucking nervous. And everybody was like, are you a poet? Are you a singer? Are you a dancer? What do you do? Nobody fucking guessed that I was going to do comedy.
I think they're just used to the type of people that can do that.
They don't expect women to do it, period. It's a lot of guys, like, even just dating in general. When they find out that I'm a female comedian, they want no fucking parts of it. They like, oh, you big mouth ass. You don't know how to shut the fuck up. Are you going to be making jokes about me on stage? And I don't want to hear
that shit.
I have gotten it all. Like, yes, just even the entertainment, period. Like, because I don't do just stand-up. I act as well. I occasionally model. And I'm an author as well. So from that alone, they know that my personality is a lot. So a lot of them, they ain't even I'm work to them, and they not willing to do that work. They rather have a, one of those that they can,
fall in line, docile shit.
And that's what it is. But the male comedians, for the longest, it was like I had to prove myself. You know what I'm saying? So every time they showing up, I'm showing the fuck up because they thinking it's a fly by night. You just doing it so you can get around us. So you can be a groupie for real. And you ain't serious. So what I did to combat that was I started doing other shit besides comedy. That's what actually started getting me more validity and respect amongst my peers. I started doing plays. I started doing web series and modeling and podcasts and just whatever I could get my hands on. So yeah, it established me outside of being a comedian. So therefore now I got that respect.
I get it.
But you got to fight for it as a woman in any industry. No man is ever gonna let you come in and have a seat at his table right next to him. You're gonna have to work for that.
Most definitely, because I had one of the guy comedians, really respectable guy. I still respect him, but he told me when I first came into it, because I came from the acting world into comedy, and that's how I got groomed for it. Because most of my acting friends was like, "Why don't you do comedy? Like, you're funny as hell. Like, why don't you do comedy?" And I'm like, I just never did it because I never wanted to be looked at as a joke, But once I saw how many people in comedy actually were making political stands and such, I was just like, well, you know what? I can be funny and still, be political at the same time, so fuck it. I'm finna do it. That way I don't have to worry about a director making material for me. I can make my own fucking material and perform it, So yeah, but I had a comedian, a no comedian, tell me that I was not a comedian because I hadn't done a stand-up show yet. And I was like, but I have so much material.
But
I've co-wrote. Yeah, I was like, I co-wrote. Yeah.
And I mean, as a comedian, and honestly, what I was actually told when I first started doing comedy is, you are not a comedian until you have been booed.
Wow. Ooh. And I heard that too the last time I came.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. You are not a comedian until you have been booed, until you feel that pressure, until you know how to recuperate on stage.
And just work that up.
When was the first time you got booed?
I've only ever been booed one time. And it was in my first 2 or 3 months of doing comedy at the most famous comedy room in St. Louis ever, hands down, Mr. Jesse Taylor's spot down at St. Louis Nights, Broadway, St. Louis legend. Yes. Like when I tell you they boo national comedians and that motherfucker, they do not care like at all. I thought it was a joke.
You'd be like, not time.
Honestly, when they started booing me, I thought it was a joke because I was telling jokes about down low dudes. And I think I got somebody in their body about it.
Maybe.
And it started out like really, really low. It was like, and I was like, just like the grumbling in the crowd. And next thing you know, it was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That's for me? Like, you straight up booing me?
You learn, you kind of just grow.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that too, but I'm like, if you're a perfectionist and you good at what you do, you know, why do you have to wait for a boo to be considered valid?
Because
You
it's
know,
the crowd. Because some people, some crowds are nice. Some crowds, they won't boo you, but they won't respond to you. They'll sit there and it'll, you know, be dry, and then or you'll have the constant chatter, you know,
Gotcha.
the indistinct chatter, and that will be their courteous
way of saying, okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We done with y'all motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? But when you got like a real comedy room, like we came here to see jokes and to get laughs, and you better motherfucking deliver, and you don't, and they boo your motherfucking ass, that actually gives you the drive and determination to say, you know what, let me go fix this shit, because that one boo, it could sit a motherfucker down where they like, you know what, I don't know when I'm gonna get back on stage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so yeah, once you have that experience,
Gotcha.
it gives birth to a whole nother beast.
Understood.
See, I feel like I've never been in that type of that little vibe before. I mean, I've done stand up twice, and then I hosted twice. But I do get where, like, you know, for certain comedy, you gotta have a niche. You gotta have that punchline in there. You gotta have, you know, the thing where it's like people can relate to it. And there's times you can go over the limit with it. I've seen it before, and it's the worst stories.
Well, your 2 times though, is you were in front of friends and kind of like family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of easy when
Yeah.
you do a certain type of audience, especially if you don't know
Like a
anybody
big
in the
crowd.
audience.
Necessarily. I performed at my family's family reunion.
And they booed you?
And no, they didn't. They didn't.
I'm about to say,
I'd have knocked over every fucking person in there when nobody would have been reunioning in this motherfucker.
It's like, Mom, you
No.
booed too? Why? I'm your
My
son.
catch was I had to do comedy, clean comedy, and y'all see how I cut.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
In front of my churchy ass aunties,
Ooh,
like
shit.
yeah, it was and I'm talking from age birth
Yeah.
to 80 to be able to entertain a crowd
Right.
from, you know,
Yeah.
that was probably one of my most challenging. And then, you know,
Oh, sign me up. I'll take care of that.
listen, your family, they don't necessarily, you know, believe that you're gonna make anything of the shit, but it's like, oh, you have.
So they're really your hardest critics,
yeah,
really.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're
They
actually
be blunt
harder.
about it. They don't hold back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
They don't, and they'll take. You know what? You should see if you got another talent. You know, especially them old motherfuckers.
Wait, why play piano?
They don't care.
I ain't gonna even lie. My homegirl told me, she was like, damn, she was like, bitch, I was shocked you got into comedy because I didn't even think you was that fucking funny.
Oh.
She was like, but I ain't gonna even lie. When I went to your first show, I was like, damn, this bitch on to something. You know, she was like, I loved it. She was like, I didn't even think that you can be that funny. And I was just like, I'm a perfectionist. Like everything I do, I of course want to do it to the T. So of course I'm gonna make sure it's some good shit, you know.
Yeah,
so
right.
yeah.
And you know, how do you feel when you got out of your comfort zone and you can do so much more, just as a person, though?
Well, with me, it's funny because I'm still transitioning from the actress spot to the comedian spot. And like I asked my mom just earlier today, you know, she saw my Wing It Wednesday show that I did the other week. And I was like, Mom, what did you think? You know, because she really hasn't really seen any of my material for real because of COVID. And she was like, you know what? I really loved everything you did. She was like, but you know what? It didn't seem like you, though. She said it seemed like you were acting. You know, and I was like, that's funny, Mom, because I'm trying to get from a transition from acting into just being me on stage because I'm used to being someone else on stage and not necessarily me. I was like, so that's dope that you caught that, you know, me and my mom.
gave birth to you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Seeing that transition. I was like, you're right. My whole plan was, you know, to get that that little bit out to see how well the audience took it. And once I saw that they took it well, then I can be comfortable with it. You know, so that was my thing. I was like, but now that I saw that they was jamming with me and laughing their ass off and putting in their inputs too as I was performing, you know, I was just like, now I can be more comfortable with it. Now that I see everybody fuck with me. You know, but I was like, I'm glad you said that, because you're right. I do need to be more of me on stage, you know, versus a character. And I was like, I gonna definitely see me tomorrow, because I'm gonna be twerking in some more shit.
It's
you know,
one
on
of those
stage.
things for me too, as well. Like I said, I started in 2012, but I met my then would be husband in 2015. We got married in 2018. And because I had been single for 7 years before I got in that relationship, I kind of took a backseat in my personal career to focus on, you know, developing the relationship, then my marriage, and, you know, my family, and, you know, this, that, and the other. But before then, I was so young in my comedy career, I was still really, really trying to find my voice. I was in my early 30s. So, you know, my kids were smaller. A lot of my comedy was, you know, about being single, trying to date as a single mom, my kids, and things like that. So when I got married, that shifted my comedy a little bit. But then I also had the pressure, the real life pressure of being a wife and protecting my marriage and my husband, and not wanting, you know, to have my husband looking like ass, you know, because I'm trying to be funny out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of pushed that back, and then started doing more stuff with my husband, because he's an entertainer as well. We started performing poetry together. We were doing movies together, a series together, and this, that, and the other. So now, transition again. I'm going through this whole divorce, but now I'm 40. So that brings a whole nother, like, when you turn 40, the amount of fucks that you don't have to give is just plentiful. Like,
It's like, I'm me, like it or love it. I don't care.
I don't know how much time I'm gonna be on this motherfucker. So I'm definitely not finna be people pleasing you bastards.
Okay.
So now it's bringing a whole nother element, you know, to my comedy, because it's like,
You know?
I feel like I've traveled the Underground Railroad, and I finally got north in this motherfucker. I'm free. I got my papers in this motherfucker. So yeah,
Everybody wants to be themselves.
it's definitely going to reflect
And it
in my
scares 'em.
comedy. Yes, yes.
So you don't use old jokes from the older days or none of that
I
stuff?
do.
Yeah.
I do. I have certain jokes that I do as intro jokes. Like, whenever you come to a show, you probably gonna know I'm gonna do this joke to start, you know, my set off. So yeah, I've kept a few of those, but you know, some things have evolved and you know, grown, and this current situation that I'm in, I feel like I have so much knowledge from now to back then that I gotta share it, and it's too fucking funny not to. Like, it's just really too funny not to. And hopefully, what I like to do in my comedy is, even though it's funny, I still like to give a takeaway, something that you can, you know, actually learn. Like, I do a joke about my husband. One particular time, my stepson, he was like trying to manipulate his way into getting extra food without finishing the food that he was supposed to eat on his plate first. And I basically, you know, cracked the joke, like, you know how kids go behind their back. They'll ask mom something first, and mom say no. And then they'll go ask dad, but won't tell dad
That you asked mom.
said no, that they already asked,
I did
right?
all the time, yeah.
So my stepson, he does this, and basically the joke ends up being, you know, my husband is like, yeah, what's up? And he's telling them. And then his son is like, you know, you need to stay out of our business. And I'm like, well, I'm going to stay out y'all business because I was single for 7 years, and I don't want to go back to this shit over no fucking garlic bread.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah.
Like this is like real life shit. Like in a marriage, you're not gonna like this person every day. They sell this dream that you will. You won't.
Right.
You think your grandmother and your granddaddy liked each other every motherfucking day?
No,
They didn't. They just made that shit look good. Half the time, you didn't even see their asses talking. They on 2 different ends of the house. They slept in 2 different beds. He had a shed out back that he stayed in all goddamn. They didn't like each other. No, it's unrealistic. But you got to learn how to pick your arguments. You got to learn what's important. What's the focus? What's the end game? What's the main goal here in order to make it work? So that's definitely what I try. I try to bring realisticness.
Hell yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah, hell yeah. I never see me. I'm the type of person where I don't. I'm real as fuck already in real life, so I'm not gonna portray some shit just to make a joke out of it. Then on top of that, I'm like the only comedian I know that doesn't like the Joan. So
But
I
in the
didn't
heat of
grow.
battle,
I mean, yeah, I used to joan with Wild Out with Stand Up Cortez from Wildin' Out on the app Bigo Live. I did it for months on end. He was like my best friend on the fucking app. That was like a big deal for me, jumping into comedy and having like somebody who's like on a B list or CD, whatever fucking list, you know what I'm saying, of being on TV and already being known, being a good friend to me online and let me use their platform. So I used to do Jones with him. We used to do things where we have to start off with, we have to say it's the something for me. That's the way of Jonah we had to do. So I'd be like, oh, it's your big ass head for me, or it's the motherfucking goggles on your forehead for me. It's the fact that you look like motherfucking a Walmart version of Samuel L. Jackson to me. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it was fun doing that, but I'm not a Joner though. I don't like making people feel bad about themselves. That's not my thing. So most of them
don't neither, but I will take your ass down through there.
Yeah, if you come for me, if you come for me, I will.
I would never heckle you. I would get my ass handed.
I feel like knowing her, like she'll take you down in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but if you come for me, I will. But I don't start off my shit with trying to joan on people and shit for jokes. That ain't my thing.
I don't have to do that. Like I think that form of comedy is offensive because I've paid money for you to entertain me, not insult me.
Right.
It's lazy. It's lazy comedy, if you ask me. When a comedian makes his whole set about somebody in the audience that is supposed to be a supporter, a fan, if you will, for them to make them the butt of their jokes, like it's lazy as fuck. Like write a set, write some jokes. You ain't got a punchline in you?
Exactly. And that's why I love 85 South. Mind you, I feel like them dudes my straight fucking homeboys, like in real life. Like for real. But when they stepped away from their script and started doing the shows and literally just started joning on the fucking crowd, I was so disappointed in them. I'm like, yeah, the shit funny. But really, you really making these people pay all this fucking money just for you to go through through the fucking crowd and talk shit about people in the fucking crowd? I'm like, come on now, y'all gotta have
like it's cool to do a couple of minutes like that, but
but not the whole fucking set.
Like, it's kind of like how the show we all watch the Yo Mama show, right? And I used to laugh at that every day because it's one thing when you have like your boys together joining each other. That's whatever. I think with the crowd it could be overrated. Like with me. At work, I could joan about the supervisor because honestly, some of them could be assholes. It depends how you go on it. But at the same time, if it's part of the story, or if you try to get a heckler down, then there you go. Other times, go with your set. Just go with what you want to go out with, and just stick to it.
Right.
And fight through the rest.
Right.
And then it looks polished. Even if I do improv half of my set, if at least I have a start, middle, and end. You know what I'm saying? To the improv, to the improv. I don't know. I just, again, I'm a perfectionist, so I like seeing shit clean. You know what I'm saying? And stuff well thought.
And honestly, it's really a reflection of work ethic at the end of the day, because people think that comedy is just us getting up on stage, talking shit.
I wish.
Not. Like it's actually a production that goes through your head, from, and especially for women, like, my set might honestly be the easiest part of my show. It's all this that, takes the time. How my hair gonna look?
Get 'em.
Depending on what jokes I'm telling, I need a certain look that inspires a feeling, in me. But when I started doing comedy, I actually studied comedy, like the greats on YouTube for hours, pulling up Red Fox and, all
Jimmy
these
Walker.
different, like every freaking body. And especially some of the females, because I'm a female comedian. I'm looking at some more. I'm looking at Hope Flood. I'm, looking at all Small Fry, like all of
That's her name. I was trying to think of her name the other day.
That's
Yeah.
old
my Facebook
school,
friend.
man.
I'm trying to think of. I can't think of her last name at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking at all these, Vanessa Fraction, Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish has been my Facebook friend for years, like before she, took off. So I'm looking at her early stuff to see, how do I want to approach this? I think women are more methodical, in that approach. Most guys, when they do comedy, is just because, hey, you funny, dog.
Right.
You need to get on stage. You know
Matt,
what I'm
you funny
saying?
too.
And then he go and get on stage. You know what I'm saying? He gets up there and he talks shit, and it might work for him. But eventually, if you start doing it as a for real, career, like you're trying to make something out of it, your skills are going to be put to the test. You're going to have a set.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit behind somebody that's got a solid set. You're going to look bad. You're going to look damn bad.
Right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you got to do the work. You can't just show up. And we're not just showing up. And no, we're writing. We're rehearsing. We're memorizing. You know what I'm saying? And we all have our little tricks and things that we like to do, individually. But ultimately, if you want to do it, show respect for the craft. Study it. Take it seriously.
Exactly.
These other ladies that's on the showcase, let's give praise to them. So let's just kind of talk about the other lineup that's going to be tomorrow night on this show.
Yes.
Bernice P is my favorite.
Y'all gonna love her.
Yeah, she actually reminds me of Miss Pat. Like, I love her. Like, when I've always loved Miss Pat, and when I saw Bernice saw her for the first time myself, I was like, oh my gosh, she is just like Miss Pat. Like, she's such a natural and funny as hell with her jokes. She's like your favorite auntie.
Yes. Like, that auntie whose screen door don't quite close right because all her badass kids keep running in and out. That's Bernice.
I can't wait to see her show. Actually, Shawntay is one of my favorite too in the cast. So when I saw her and Bernice at the same time, I'm like, these finna be my homegirls already, because I love they sets.
Yes.
I'm like, I love them. So I feel so, because I think I'm the newest one in the crowd. So I feel so blessed to be up with these beautiful ladies that's already made, a career, for themselves. And Mary, her ass just won 2 fucking awards.
Yes, shout out to Mary.
Yes.
Jane in the building.
Yes.
Yeah,
We love you, Mary.
Yes.
Look, I thought she was gonna win Female Comedian of the Year too. I was like, oh shit, I might as well just leave now, because I ain't gonna fucking win.
Listen,
It really sucks how they go to that.
Mary be all over this mug. She be in Florida. She be in Vegas. She be everywhere putting in that work. So I salute.
Yeah. I was so sad I was able to make it, but I'm pretty sure it was a beautiful night.
Yeah, I didn't make it either. I didn't have a babysitter.
Yeah.
No.
No, I haven't seen Sunny. Well, I seen Sunny once, but she had just got back. Oh no, Sunny's the singer. Who is the other comedian?
L the comedian.
L.
That's
okay,
my homegirl. Me and L, I think L started a couple of years after I did, but we've done quite a few projects together. And L is a military brat.
Okay.
So her experience in being a woman and being a military brat allows her this whole diversity of culture that has permeated her comedy and her vernacular. She does impressions, hilarious. Y'all gonna love her as well, and she's super cute. I also have an artist that was just added to this show. I actually this year have gotten into artist management, and so I'm working with my very first artist. She approached me, asked me, like, oh, I think you dope, and you do a good job, and I don't know anything about this. I want to do it. Like, can you help me? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can help you. So her name is Byrd. Tia is a singer. She has a primary background in the church. So she has one of those powerhouse, take me to the king, I'm going to shout up out my weeds. So
she performed the Tuesdays Up in Smoke.
She did.
She did. She did.
Great, yeah.
And also, my daughter will be joining her on stage as well.
Cute.
Yes. I have a 16-year-old daughter. She is a sophomore at Central Performing Arts, and she is going to dance.
Okay.
Behind her.
Power to her.
Oh, wow.
Show
So there's
is really, really special.
It's going to be all kinds of different
me.
things. There's a couple of poets too, right?
Yes, we got some poets. Ray, Lay Down the Truth.
Yes, Ray is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Y'all
So phenomenal.
Love her. Y'all are absolutely gonna love her. I got some different stuff. I'm not gonna ruin it because it's definitely gonna be a surprise. But let's just say, I'm under construction. I'm definitely about to revamp some different things.
Okay.
So yeah.
Can you do impressions? Or do you...
I don't do impressions at all. The only impression I got is me. Like, I'm just me. Like that's it. Like that's it. Like me is a motherfucking enough. I don't have to be nobody else, and that's a job in itself. So yeah.
Keenan can do a great Sean Connery. Can I put you on the spot here?
Yeah, sure. But something that you have to understand, Sean Connery is a very formidable gentleman. I used to be a spy back in Russia. I used to own a submarine. Also, I got my head chopped off with a sword. I was like, what the fuck?
I love it.
After I died, I decided to write a book, and I let this child from the hood publish them. So I'm proud of that, man.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take a martini also.
But you do characters. Do you ever do impressions of like with your characters?
Well, I don't really do impressions of anyone per se. I just mock accents and such. I just love to play with accents. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just a little, just to play with accents. I actually have this country Karen accent that I love. Karen don't care about nobody's life but her own, because Karen is the only life that matters. Karen will tell you to go take a shit in a stool on the side of the road and wouldn't give a fuck whether you had cover or not, because hell, we all shit, don't we?
So let's take a look at this one here. So Kevin here, tell me where you're from.
Well, I am from UK, depending on which accent you want me to use. I don't know. But Karen's from a trailer park somewhere from North Carolina, on the spots where the sun don't shine.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm from down on there. The sun rarely shines too.
Yeah, I feel so left out. I got my raggedy ass St. Louis accent. That's all I got going over here.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, I can't. No.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything either.
No, I can't even cuss in another language. Like, I feel all sorts of left out here. You're going to have to teach me how to do that.
I'm trying to train myself to learn an accent at least once a week. I've been saying this for the past 6 months, to train myself to learn an accent once a week. I had to do that Spanish accent where I had to be Rosa. I'm like, no, Rosa. Rosa is Spanish for bad singer.
Ascolta la campione, ascolta la campione.
Don't tell the mundo in this motherfucker.
Acá te lo siento en el micro, se lo pasan.
I love
And that's
it.
the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
But yeah, I'm trying to train myself to learn different accents so I can have more fun with doing the scripts and such. Yeah. Yeah, but I love scripting is my favorite thing. And again, I'm trying to turn scripts into stand-up material, and that's my take on comedy. So I can't wait. I'm just loving this venture. I've seen so many people that do sketches that get asked to go on tour, and then when they go on tour, they don't know what the fuck to do because they can't.
Have not studied.
Yeah, because they don't know how to do stand-up.
And that's my whole issue with the whole internet comedian thing. Mm-hmm. One, I don't put my jokes online.
Because someone will take them.
Why? Exactly. For somebody to take them. And the whole goal is for me to get you to come pay to see me.
Yeah.
So how are we going to accomplish that? And we're doing everything free online.
So what do you feel about memes?
Like, memes are easy. They're funny. But it's not material. And a lot of comedians
use that shit for their material.
are using this
Yeah.
as material. It's lazy. It's cheap. Like, it definitely is. We've all seen them. We've shared them. I have them in my phone. I don't want to pay to see you say memes on stage.
Right.
That, I mean, it's tacky and lazy. Very, very lazy. Yeah, I don't agree with the whole, oh, you famous from TikTok. Let me put you on a comedy tour. It's a slap in the face to people like us that are doing open mics and who are actually working crowds.
Exactly.
Anybody can be funny in a living room, in a bedroom, you know what I'm saying, by themselves, making themselves laugh, doing buffoonery. But to actually craft a show that people can sit through, like, it's a talent. It's a skill.
It is. And my friend realized that criticized me for getting into comedy because she didn't think I was that fucking funny to begin with. She was just like, you know what? You really know how to put on a show. She was like, that was what made me realize it's more than just telling jokes. Because you got to put on a fucking show. Like, I'm not going to just stand there. I don't count on my cuteness for nothing, or who I know for nothing. I want people to genuinely say, oh, she took her time to think about that. Like my diagnoses. Not only do I have a type 4, I have a type 3 diabetic. You know what I'm saying? The type 3 diabetics is the dudes on the down low. You know what I'm saying, with a little sugar in their tank, because they sugar get tested every now and then.
Yeah. And I'm a sugar guy.
Oh, I thought you were going to the restroom. Oh, okay.
No, so yeah. I think about stuff like that, stuff that's going to be catchy. I'm like, oh shit, I done came up with a whole new diagnosis. Motherfuckers ain't fucking with this. But it's just stuff like that. Really crafty things all coming together. It's truly a craft, and I hope people see that with the material that I bring tomorrow, because it's literally all of my all of my comedy sketch material piled in one, and it's going to be interactive. My set is going to be very interactive. I can't fucking wait. Like, if I had a lot of money, it would be fucking butt naked bitches on the stage with me dancing with me.
Like, whoa, how about they leave the stove on at home? Shit.
This show is really, really special because it is an all-female lineup, from the host to the DJ, the singers, the comedians. You don't get this often,
right?
In St. Louis.
Whose idea was it? Cass Moza?
Yes,
Cass. Shout out to Cassius.
He said he loved you guys, by the way.
Yes, love you too.
I love you.
He said he loved you guys. He left a comment,
He is the best person to work with. He really cares about his people, and he makes sure we're all taken care of. We're in a group chat. We stay up with each other. Very
professional, from beginning to end. I believe he's also having a search where he's looking for featured artists and a headliner to do a show. So, like, if you guys are interested in trying to, shoot your shot at comedy, singing, rapping, whatever, Up in Smoke on Tuesdays. I think it's the second and fourth Tuesday, if I'm correct. Yeah. They do that. So, yeah. Come out.
Yep, and it's funny because my very first show was at Cassius, was for his birthday last year. It was so fun. Like, I had wrote a piece for my friend, my best friend, my real best friend in comedy, Christopher Bowman. My fake friend, best friend is Scenario that does the What's Up Dog. Yeah. But my real best friend in comedy, Christopher Bowman. He's the one who had me co-write his show for him, and he's the one who told me, he was like, Danielle, you got this. He was like, all these damn jokes you came up with me, you need to do your own stuff, like seriously, you know. And it was funny because he wanted to help me write mine, but I had already wrote it. You know.
Do you know how many women ghostwrite for men?
Really?
It's so many women who are on tour with nationally touring comedians. And they're in the writer's room.
Wow.
They have one in every freaking room.
Wow.
They need that perspective. Like, Saturday Night Live is a great example of how, you got all these guys on this set. And they can even put guys in wigs and dresses to try to make them, be a woman.
Did that
but
once.
at the end of the day, there are certain things that can only be done by women.
Amen.
I'm not
Two
gonna fight
men
you
in
on
a
that
dress don't they don't want to kiss another man. They're not gonna want to do that unless they do that.
Right. Unless they get paid a lot of money. Then again, I can have my limits on, but it's like, fuck it, come here.
Yeah. But it's insulting, Like I'm definitely one of those people who have an issue with the dress. Like, for me, as a female comedian, I can put facial hair on. I can do my best imitation of what I think a man is going to be. It is still never going to be perceived to be as funny as a man putting on a dress and a wig. And he don't even have to say shit.
Right.
Just the fact that he's a man in a dress, in a wig with some makeup on, the feminization of a male is more funny than a woman tapping into her masculine energy could ever be.
It is.
It's sick.
Deep.
It's definitely like,
and I think it's because it pushes the extreme, because comedy deals with a lot of extremes, and sometimes like a lot of secrets that we expose that we think other people aren't going through too. Then we find out, oh shit, they're doing the same shit we're doing, type thing.
I mean, I perform in the gay clubs and done the drag shows. Like, one of my best shows afterwards, I sat in the car with 3 drag queens.
Ooh.
Smoking weed. When I say the funnest time ever, I learned so freaking much.
I love hanging out with gay people. Yeah.
And what I learned ultimately is they're no different.
No.
There's people having fun.
The same bullshit that we talking about, they talking about.
Right.
The same bullshit that we're going through, they're going through.
They're living their ways and walking their same paths.
So why is their life such a mockery? Why is it so funny?
Because people are, some could be idiots, but people, I think, they target what's going to be the attention getter and some others inside.
It's easy. It's easy as shit.
Because I can say for one, I'm a dark humor loving guy. Like, you can talk, I cannot say it on here because I'll get flagged. But it just, like, whether it be race, it could be gender, depending on how you go on it. Like, say, I go for it. Now, with more likely in the drag or within the gay community, not gonna say everyone is sensitive, but I can kind of see where, like, okay, there could be things that could be offensive, but at the same time, you got entertainment side, you got the comedian side. Drags, they perform. Other, like, entertainers, they perform as well, but they all have their limits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what's so different about the gay community is just what we notice. You got some gay people that's cool and to themselves, and then you have your flaming queers. who's extra, and so of course anything that comes from them is going to be extra, But I love the fact that that what's his name, Frank? What's
Frank
that one?
Ocean?
What's that one guy, Frank?
Sinatra.
It's a guy that's no, he's gay. He's a gay guy. It's called Frankie something, but he took up for Lil Boosie.
Oh,
Frankie
okay.
Ocean?
No. That's Lil Nas X's uncle.
Oh,
Did you see the clip the other day?
That's his uncle. What's his?
It's a big dude.
What's his name? It's Big. It's Big.
I still didn't watch that. I didn't watch that still.
Big something.
So the dude,
Big Sean,
he
Big
approaches Lil Boosie at like the airport. He like, yeah, you that bitch ass dude that was talking shit about my niece. That's my family. He like,
no, not
who the
that
fuck is
dude.
you talking
Not
about?
that
He was
dude.
like, Lil Nas X. That's my niece.
No,
He
not
like,
him.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but Lil Nas X is extra, period.
He is.
He's so extra. He's one of those
So you seen the
flaming.
Mari episode?
Yeah, he's
I
one of
seen about
those
that.
flaming guys. I didn't get to see that. I knew there was gonna be some
Like,
shit
I'm like,
when I
are
saw
you-
that.
basically,
I knew it was gonna be
real?
staged.
No. It was
It's
acting.
fake. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're going off the his last music video was like, when you someone to love me. He's going off of
What is
that.
his name?
And I was
think
like,
of
like,
it.
okay. I mean, even for Lil Nas X, I can say as far as a musician is, he's very talented. I like how each and every music video that he's made, it's all themed. Whether first one you being a cowboy, then you being a robot, then Thriller in some aspect ways, Heaven and Hell, Christmas, Prison. It's like, okay, he's themed.
Yeah, I don't deny his talent, but he extra as hell. The whole fucking I'm birthing my goddamn album thing, that is extra as hell. I'm sorry. I've never even seen a woman birth her fucking album before.
Sliding down the stripper pole to hell and giving Satan a lap dance.
That's me.
That was a bit. I say, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, but he does stuff that not even normal. Well, I ain't gonna say normal because it's not that he's not normal, but heterosexual people that don't, would think is extreme. So it's like he's pushing the envelope on purpose. So I can see why he gets so much backlash, because he's doing the shit on purpose. He wants you to queeze up when you see his shit. Obviously,
he knows what people don't like.
Because
or
what the
people-
hell are you trying to prove dancing around in a
it's
damn
like a
jail
car
cell,
accident.
butt ass naked?
It's a wreck over there. It's blood,
And you wanna see
gore,
it.
but you still gonna look.
You
And
gonna see it.
that's definitely the train wreck that is Lil Nas X.
Now,
Yeah.
what was it? The Gala Awards, I believe that was like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out with like a golden
He-
armored. I would wear that.
He did that one outfit.
I would wear that.
Coming
Yeah,
to
I did
America,
like
too.
that golden armor thing
I was
that he
like
had.
Saint Seiya, and that was an old anime from the 80s. I'm like, bro, can I buy that afterwards,
The
please?
sexual chocolate outfit was everything to me.
I want that
Yeah,
armor.
I love purple too. So and he
Yeah.
had the Jerry curl to match.
He
and
looked
everything. It
just
was
like a
awesome.
prince.
He nailed it.
He
Like,
looked just like a
definitely
male
nailed it.
prince, like a gay prince, or if Prince was gay. I don't know what the
Is
fuck
that
going on no
can
more.
you even because we
Right.
just knew.
I mean, Prince can
we
be
knew
both.
that Prince was gay, but he had hoes. So
Right.
we couldn't know that Prince was gay, but we knew, like, cause ain't no straight man walking around with their ass out in their pants
Okay,
I play guitar.
and high
for him.
heels.
with chaps and high heels.
Prince had hoes. Like,
And
it's a
Purple
mystery.
Rain was born.
Yeah,
Everyone loves that song.
I can't even say that I could see myself fucking a man who wear heels. Like, but
That's a different era, though. That's a totally different. That was, he was part of that, disco era. Guys wore heels and shit. Even though I don't know.
I'm gonna say Rick James did it for a minute.
Well, he wasn't disco quite. Yeah, he was
Disco,
right after
funk.
disco, though.
He's like a funky,
Yeah, the
guy.
funk era. Yeah, the funk era.
and not even. It wasn't even funk. It was
Still
more
want
so
that guitar,
of the. It was actually what they used to call soft rock.
Oh,
That's really what it
I want his guitar too.
was. Yeah, and then it kind of he transitioned over into the R&B.
Now, what about Rick James?
Rick James was actually the end of funk coming into like the rock, but he was like I say funk going into the R&B and rock, like when that was really starting to rev up and kind of You know,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Right. He definitely had them heels too, baby.
yeah.
Do you guys do like TikTok and things like that?
I'm starting to. I'm
Yeah.
old. We actually did quite a few TikToks for this show to help promote this show, and that was the most that I've done.
Yeah, me too.
But it's actually a part. It's on my to do. Oh, excuse me. It's on my to do list for rebranding myself. So. Yeah, y'all be on the lookout for that too.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into it more. I remember saying I'm not fucking downloading another social media app.
Yeah,
I remember when Sweetie just came out. They was really promoting that shit extra hard in her video and on the BET Awards that year that she came out. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not downloading it. Now it's like you have to, if you're in the entertainment
I'm
world.
gonna move from Facebook and more so to TikTok.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah, because like
It's addictive.
it's a numbers thing as well. Because like if you think about the way that the algorithms are set up in the platforms on social media themselves, you can do just about anything from within an app.
Oh.
So you can be on Facebook, but you can be on Amazon. You can be on Facebook and you can be on TikTok. You're still looking at these videos. So if these are popping up on every social media platform, these people are getting literally thousands of views in hours.
All right.
In
And
days.
get
Millions
verified
in
the next
days.
day.
Yeah. And so like the one guy, he I don't even know his name. But like all the little catchphrases, like I think one of the very first ones was, "You in my business? You in my business? Don't do that." That guy, I don't know his name at all, but I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the stupid challenges. Jazz the Kid, her challenge, making the thighs clap to the who you with?
Right.
Who you with?
Right.
Everybody know that now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's the
It is so
opportunity
trendy though. Yeah.
It's our videos
Yeah.
had like 800 views. I only posted it one time. Never posted it
Well,
again.
people's attention span's so short now that like we used to do the comedy skits with STLI, but they don't really get the traction. Like Shemaine will do a video, which is my girlfriend, and get like 30,000 views, and we do this really cool like comedy skit that takes like a whole week to make and shoot and stuff, and gets like maybe 1,000 views. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
We definitely live in a microwave
The power
society for
of the
everything.
internet.
Yeah, everything is like
Yeah, my rabbit's more famous than me on TikTok. He gets
Yeah,
more views.
You're talking
Little
about
boing
that.
boings.
yeah, that's because the animal videos, period. Like,
Yeah.
Cats, dogs, birds.
did y'all know that for some odd reason, cats are scared of fucking cucumbers?
Cats are.
Yeah, they're
I done
scared of
watched 2
cucumbers.
hours worth of fucking TikTok.
I never knew
videos
that until I fucking saw
on TikTok. They are scared to fucking death of cucumbers.
I don't know what it is.
How about like a dildo?
If it
Probably
looks like
so.
a cucumber, they're gonna be scared.
Okay. I know
If it's green,
because
it's
of the
mean.
smell of it, or
I don't know what it is.
Right.
But you know what? They were doing like all sorts of like different objects.
the
that
compilations?
Yeah. And like
I laugh at 'em.
One cat, that motherfucker, he saw the cucumber. He
jumped
got
all the way
up
to the counter.
and walked backwards out the room on his 2 legs to get away from.
And they're that scared. Like one
I
was
lost
behind
2
somebody.
hours
And
of
then
my life behind it.
there was one behind a cat, and it turned around, and it just like wall ran across.
From
I'm
a
like,
cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cucumbers.
This motherfucker's a ninja. Like,
Yeah.
God.
Right there.
TikTok is it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because
Internet.
some
Internet.
shit you just don't need to see.
Internet.
Some shit you just period. My daughter done souped me up
Oh.
to buy this shit off of TikTok. It was a foot mask. And I had just had a baby. So my feet was kind of rough. I haven't been able to reach my feet.
I've seen those on there.
And I
Yeah.
was embarrassed because I didn't want to go to the nail shop with all my crust on my feet like that. So I said, I'm going to pregame at home first and get, some of this shit off my feet before I go in here to these people.
Man.
I done put this shit on my feet.
Girl, what happened?
My feet was peeling worse than a dinosaur's ass for 2 weeks.
Oh, God.
Actually, 3 weeks.
Oh,
I
Lord.
went to Vegas for my birthday.
Oh,
my
shit.
feet still motherfucking peeling.
Oh.
I done did this shit, like hanging off the side of my sandal, like peeling in strips like this goddamn big.
God.
It was so embarrassing.
Dude.
Oh, Lord.
People looking at my feet like, I'm like, they clean. Like, I'm going through something here. Like,
this
the
bitch
process.
shedding?
Bro, what happened?
Like a motherfucker. All over the place. Like, yeah.
Like, hey, what happened here?
My feet was smooth as a baby's ass, though, when I got done. But I lost about 8 inches of skin off my feet. Matter of fact, I went from an 11 to about a 10.5 after this
Fucking
boot
snake
worth of
peelers.
skin.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that in the wintertime this time.
Listen, when I
our
can
skin's
come
gonna get
up-
extra dry.
Yes.
That's why we take long showers.
Don't ask me to buy shit off of TikTok. Like,
Well, we went over the hour. I knew we were going to do that because you guys are so funny. We got we'll do 8 minutes left, but let's just do some kind of plugs. So definitely, ladies of L.O.L at the Legacy tomorrow night. Tickets look like it's $15. Looks like you can do the Cash App. I put that description at the bottom of this video, so definitely check that out. Where can we find? You said you don't do your comedy online, so
I post stuff, but my Facebook is really how you find me. You can Google me, #BM, the number 2, BM, B is in boy, M is in Mary, the number 2, B is a boy, M is in Mary. I'm an author as well. My book is titled #BM to BM, from Baby Mama to Business Mogul. I talk about how I started comedy, the journey trying to get to success. And I wrote it for my single mothers, but it's actually inspirational and informational to anybody who is trying to look to do something other than the normal, life.
Amazon, we can get that on
You can
Amazon.
get that on Amazon. You can get that on Barnes and Noble as well. But yeah, my social media, I post a lot of inspirational shit. I post funny shit. I post what the fuck I want. So whatever mood I'm in, I'm a Gemini. Whatever personality show up that day, that's who you probably gonna get. But yeah, I got another show coming up on December 1st.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna be performing at a sneaker ball.
Sweet.
Wash Shoes Women of Color organization. I believe that's what it's called.
Okay.
They're having a sex trivia night.
Ooh.
So they invited me out to talk nasty shit.
Oh, I
Real
gotta
dark
come
with
to
it.
that.
Real dark with it.
Yeah.
What's a sex trivia question here? Maybe let's see if
I'm
me and Keenan can answer.
guessing
Yeah, we got
what's the
this.
size of the average penis?
Stuff
The
like
size
that.
Do you know the answer?
So we gotta guess it, or
Is this experience or technique?
Well, let's just.
I think the scientific answer is I
6
think
inches?
5.5 to 6 inches.
Yeah.
Is the average
nice.
size, but I'm not fucking no 5.5-inch dicks. So my average dick is probably about 6.5. 7. That's more of the average that we like. Yeah, that's a realistic average.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Obviously, Danielle's been blessed us with being on STL Live for a little bit, but I know you do other shows as well.
Yeah, so I'm well, besides this L.O.L show, I do a couple of podcasts. I love I'm gonna be introducing my friend tomorrow. I'm all about the evolution of a woman tomorrow, even though I'll be doing comedy skits. Everyone would be able to see me evolve from ratchet to professional to a little hood. Yeah. So
You got
yeah,
range.
but yeah, I do I go on my friend's podcast every now and then. She's a sex operating doctor, Ebony.
Yes, I know Ebony.
Where can we find that?
She does the My City, My Music every Sunday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, with My City, My Music. So she will be actually part of my show tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, passing out the whole facts report. And so yeah, but everybody can catch me online. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook under the same name, Daniell Lauren. No E at the end of Danielle, Daniell, and then Lauren, Lauren. I love the way my name is spelled because it really showcases my tomboyness, without having the E on the end. So yeah, but definitely catch me out, guys. It's going to be super fun. I cannot wait tomorrow.
I think this show may be sold out, but we still.
I know I sold all of my
promote
tickets
it.
already. Yeah.
Well, I know they're definitely going to do it again. It's already like they're already planning to do a part 2, right? I mean, I'm sure that's in the talks.
I don't know, but I can't wait. Yeah, because I might need 20 minutes on that motherfucker.
Yes, we need this. Like, you know, the comedy scene here in St. Louis is definitely a very male oriented scene. You mostly see, you know, consistently the same male.
It's very
on every show.
tribal. It seems like the same people get this on the open mics. It's the same names all the time too.
Yeah. So this is definitely something different for the city. So if you claim you a comedy fan, like y'all say y'all are, stop just supporting these ashy ass dudes who don't even bother to take baths before they come and get on the goddamn stage. We getting cute and we bringing the funny. Y'all better bring your ass.
Okay, because my outfit costs as much as my ticket sales.
Listen, we trying to get some get back work. Yeah.
Right. Keenan, co-host today, always on Fridays. Keenan, what do you guys say? What do you got going on?
Well, first off, good luck. You got a show tomorrow.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we got another episode of Kicking It with Keenan. We got one that dropped off. So if anyone wants to be a guest at 1 to 3, you're definitely welcome on the show. Just hit me up. But we also have Q Baby. We have model Mark D. Meyer that's coming in the studio. So we're gonna have some good fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to join your show one of these days.
Yeah, so you're definitely welcome. Definitely welcome.
Well, we're doing a lot of fun stuff at Soulful Illusion Studios. We're branching out with the network and doing multiple shows. We got Keenan has a show. Shemaine and DR have a Girls Night Out show. A.G. Shaw has a show now. And so we're doing a lot of great things there. So definitely, it was great having you on. Finally got to meet you. I didn't realize you were the person I talked to 2 years ago about it. You were one of the ones I was going after for STL Live when it first started. So
thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Matt, for this platform. You are so awesome with your production. Like, I'm so happy to be a guest here. Yes, like, you're so awesome. You're so awesome. So yeah, I'm so obliged to be a part of this. You know.
So well, thank you guys so much, and subscribe to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. It's on YouTube, and like the Artists United Network on Facebook, and we will see you tomorrow.
And
we're right now.